Music might be too loud. Hello, everyone. I'm just gonna wait for the chat to slow down a bit because it is really fast. Alright. I'm gonna change this image. It's not a very good image. Hello. I can barely hear you, Jesus. Is that right? Boo. You can hear me. I'm just quiet. I'm a quiet man. How you doing, you swear hunk of a man? I think you meant sweet, but I appreciate. I'm no hunk. I'm a chunk. I'm a chunky man. I'm doing pretty good. Would you kill Scrappy Doo? I've never asked this question before. Says Scrappy Doo out of context. This person has been asking me for years at this point. It's a pleasant inside joke to anybody who is wondering if I would kill their favorite character from Scooby-Doo. I unironically adore the Cat in the Hat 2003. Thanks for the £2, Jared, and thank you for clarifying the 2003 version. Shit, should I? I'll make it another confinement gif, actually. This one's a spooky one. This gif never quite made it into the what is it called? The End of Pines video. So yeah, here you go. I'm not sure why I didn't. I think I literally just forgot it as I was editing the video. I looked back and realized it was all full, and totally forgot that I made this like a few second clip. The Bung Man, your art style is some quality stuff. I look forward to watching Confinement 8. Thank you. Appreciate it. I like that you call it Confinement 8. It makes it feel more like a movie. Like a really long movie series. You got animals? No, but I think my housemate is gonna get a kitten soon. I'm not sure if that's still happening, but that'll be fun. That'll be pretty cool. Shit. What are we streaming here? We're just talking, just relaxing. Just having a good time. I love how you managed to make your cartoon seem somewhat scary. I'm glad. Yeah, I think it's not. I don't know. I think it's scary a little bit, but I'm glad other people do. Thank you for $3, Eyeless Twat. How are you today? I'm pretty good. Just bought some potatoes. Just made some mashed potatoes. And they're like those hybrid red potatoes. So you get the best of both worlds with your potatoes. That's a good, healthy alternative to just having potato mash, is getting those ones with the red skin. Not the sweet potatoes, but that would probably be healthier, actually. What happened to the girl on the iceberg? Well, she went to the spirit realm, or I forgot what they call it in it's kind of metaphorical, it's kind of vague, but she went to go see her dad. Actually, don't even remember how I wrote the end of that episode. Fuck. What did I do? I wasn't really planning on them coming back, so I didn't. It didn't really matter. How long has this stream been going for so far, Cool Guy Bunk? Oh, it's literally just started like 5 minutes ago. Was that 49 in the trailer? Yeah, it was 049 in the trailer. You're gonna see the boy And he's gonna be voiced by the Volgan, of course. Lord Bunghole. Says 096 in the corner? No, that's, Actually, it might be. Let me just look it up real quick. Oh, thank you for the $8, Madeline. How'd you come up with the line, I feel like an egg that hasn't cracked yet? I relate so much to it. So deep. A lot of imagery that I've dealt with being introspective, generally speaking, as a person. I try to be introspective, but also go to a lot of therapy. No, it's not 096, if that, whoever asked that. Sorry. That's the sleep killer or the sleep eater. Like it. Oh, thank you for the $50, Arthur Blaine's. Hot dogs or hamburgers? You can't ask a fat guy that kind of question. Oh, it's hard. Now I'm thinking of both, and now I'm not hungry. I just had dinner. But actually I had sausages, like a sausage curry with onions for dinner. So yeah, if that answers your question. Thank you, Latre Clays. They're the band. I'm going to be using a few of their songs in this next episode. Go check out their channel. I love their music. It's really good. Thank you for the $8. Isla's Twat. Yes. Potato. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Fuck, man. I think you broke me a little bit. This potato. I had like this red mashed potato with these sausages and onions and curry, and it was really good. You know, I recommend it. Unless you don't eat sausages, that's fine. Oh. I forgot what I was talking about. Was I talking about something? Oh well, doesn't matter. Thank you, Arthur Blaines, for the $50, saying hot dogs aren't real, bro. I've been living a lie. I've been living the big lie. I just got a car that said I love hot dogs on the windshield. Egg thing, dude. Right, yeah. I'm sorry that you had to pay me more money just to remember something. Fuck, dude. Right. So the analogy I wanted to go with was that, an egg hatches, and the little baby chick inside, or the lizard, whatever you want it, it's like this slimy, gross thing, but it's inherently a beautiful thing because it's a new life. It's something that is new, but Connor, if you go back and watch episode 7, when he wakes up in his tent, there's a little book by his head that says something like "The Life of the Chicken," something like that. It's a book about chickens. So thanks for the £2. I'll answer that question in a second. So he's probably seen a picture of a hatched chick and has completely related to this completely fragile, terrified, shaking, slimy, gross being and think, wow, that's disgusting. And then he thinks, wow, I'm disgusting. I must be disgusting because I don't want to open up to the world. I don't want to open up to other people because they might find me disgusting as I find myself disgusting. You know, when you project onto things and you see other people open up and then you're embarrassed for them because they're weird or whatever, and you're projecting onto them because you don't want to open up yourself. That's kind of the analogy I wanted to go with. It's I could literally go on for hours on just how an egg can be used in that way as an analogy. But yeah, it is about opening up, long and short. And sometimes it's a gross, disgusting yolk that is not ready to come out yet, and sometimes it is a baby chicken, and it's got to come out sometime, you know. Oh shit! Thank you for the $5, Eyeless Twat. Well, potatoes, eggs, and hot dogs. Talking about a lot here, I know. Thank you for the 50 pesos. I'm Kenzo. I have nothing to say. I just want to support Pips. Maraming salamat. If that is Filipino peso, I don't actually know. Could be something else. Whoa. Did you always plan to use Linky's song for Confinement, or did you ask him to use it after he made it? Unless my memory is failing me, I think I actually asked him to make a song like that. He ended up making the song because I asked him to. And I didn't use it for a very long time because life kind of went a bit crazy, and I was I was in a bad place mentally, and and then there was just that song in my folder, 6 feet under, or 6 feet, sorry, just collecting dust, and he ended up uploading it. Like obviously it's his song, he's allowed to do whatever, and we talked about it and everything. It wasn't like it was fucking I'm sick of this shit and just uploaded. No, he ended up uploading before anything, before the trailer was done. It's all good. I'm not gonna stop somebody from doing their own thing. You forgot the color question. Yeah, what was the color question again? I'm just gonna scroll up. What is the most passive aggressive color? I think like avocado green. Let's say replace all porcelain in your bathroom with avocado green. I know there are some bathrooms that are like that. Yeah, that's passive aggressive, I think. Passive aggressive in the way that like the person who made the house didn't want the people in the house to have a good time. That's in my mind. Wow, Bung is in space. I still am. Look at that shit. My man. Fucking forgot that I put the horses up there. Or replace this horse. Maybe something else. Let's see, what can I replace it with? Yeah, I'll put it with this creepy guy. Yeah, dude. Any unsaturated color is passive aggressive. Yeah, I guess so. That's how you want to look at. How many people are in your animating team? It'll be me and my co-animator, Thomas, who is really good. You should check out his channel, Forlorn Creature. Forlorne Creature, Creature. And I think maybe I didn't do that right. I don't know. When will it released? When will it released? I keep every single stream. People keep asking. Don't know. I don't know. Soon, I hope. Thank you for the 10,000. I don't know what currency that is, but hope you're having a good day. Thank you. I am having a good day, actually. I don't know what the currency is. That's really interesting. Thank you for the 20 rubles, Uranus. I appreciate it. We need an SCP of that. The passive aggressive bathroom. There's actually a skit by Mitchell and Webb, David Mitchell and Mark Webb. You can just look it up. Just look up avocado bathroom, Mitchell and Webb. It's great. Love you so much. Love you too, Toxic Wolf. South Korean currency. Oh, is it? Okay, I don't know what that is. It's interesting. 10,000 of South Korean currency. Won. Okay, I appreciate that. Halo Bongy video is amazing. Thank you. Treat yourself. Yeah, I do sometimes. Nice nails. White man in the bottom right. Not white, unless you were talking about someone else. I'm actually half white, so maybe. Oh well. It's $8, Bungie. That's still, you know, how much are you giving? You know, no, it's not the point. The money isn't the point. It's the gesture, and the nice comments, also good. Same gesture. Confinement Man is in a rocket and is going to Mars. I'm going way beyond Mars. There are bugs on Mars. Didn't you hear about it? They're probably just rocks, but you know, it looks like bugs. Did you lose weight? I probably have. I've been exercising and eating better. So. I fucking hope I'm losing weight. I don't have a scale in this house, so I haven't even been checking. But I kind of don't want to check at the same time. Like I'm worried that I would compulsively check and then just get like, oh no, how did I put on weight? But it's like I just ate food right before it, and you know, hydrate. Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ben Moya. Did you eat yet? Yeah, I had dinner just now. Do you have a particular headcanon or a favorite SCP-001 proposal? Yeah, I do actually. Just 1 second. Spectrometon, thanks for the $5. 1, G-rated version when, 2, musical version when, 3, puppet show when. Fuck. Do you mean of the whole series? Like just the entire series in all of that? I might as well just make a new show at that point. Shit, I forgot what the question was. I forgot what the question was before. Oh my god. Musical confinement, hell yes. Yeah, that'd be fun. Thanks for the $10, Techno Shelf. G'day, mate. Keep up the good work. Your videos make me laugh. Too easy. I'm not. I am Australian. I'm not being facetious. I just don't have the strong accent. Do you have any tips on digital art? Because I've been I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I love your animations, and I want to ask the Lord himself. Well, it's the same as traditional art in that it isn't quite the same. I guess it depends which digital art you're talking about. If you're talking about drawing with a tablet, then I could probably make some analogous comparisons for drawing on paper. So if you are drawing, keep in mind that a perfectionist attitude will probably cause a lot of suffering when you're drawing, because your ability to make lines perfectly, the line you have in your head isn't a real line. In other words, it can't actually be made real. The lines in your head that make up the image you want to create is an image that if we could print it out onto a 2D piece of paper will be so shaky and weird and like fucking 6-dimensional, so many different lines just crossing over each other. So keep that in mind when you're drawing physically onto a piece of paper. You are going to have to be more accepting of that fact that you're going to draw, it's not going to look perfect, and you're going to have to deal with it and try and work your way around it. That's where the creativity comes in. It's not just your ability to think up a cool creature and then put it on paper with perfect lines. It's your ability to deal with the conversation going on between your mind and your hand, going onto the paper. And in fact, the imperfection is the art. If you were to draw like a portrait of somebody perfectly and they look exactly the same, it's not that interesting, you know? Lines cannot hurt you exactly. Exactly 44 Maroc. Luke Henderson, thank you for the for the £2.29. Message redacted. Yeah, that's how it be on this SCP of a facility, man. Will Connor ever meet the slime SCP that makes people happy? I'm gonna make it my mission that he never does. He's already taking other drugs. Is your bum okay? Yep, my bum's okay. That's like the two questions people ask the most are like, when's the next episode? And is your bum okay? I'm okay with this combination of questions. I got stretch marks from a growth spurt and putting on weight at home, and it feels bad, but they faded slightly and I feel much better. As long as you're putting in effort, you are fine weight-wise. That's right, yeah. I mean, if it's just a tedious chore, then it isn't really effort. Thank you for the $8, Madeline. When we getting more Super Science friends? Also, why isn't Sneaky Little Nazis available to download? And she's Platinum Bob. Oh, I appreciate that you think that was me, but no, that's not me. I wasn't involved in the creation of that show. I do love the show a lot, though. No, Brett Jubenville is the creator, and the studio, the animation studio, Tin Man Studios, they're the creators. I was a guy that showed up in one of the episodes and voiced Alan Turing, but that's about it. Oh, and Brett, the creator of the show, has voiced in Confinement. He plays the surgeon. Looking like a double wide surprise. I don't know what that means. That thing about me being fat. It sounds funny though, so I like it. Selena Davenport, $5. Spider Robot. Which SCP if it's real? Which SCP if it's real? Thank you for the $5, but it's loosely based off this idea from this one SCP. It's in the description, I think. It's like an SCP and an SCP. There's an SCP where you go into some dimension when you climb some stairs in the forest, and in a room in that dimension, there's this thing described as like a cow skeleton that's pumped up with wires and pipes and cords just hanging from a ceiling. And I thought, okay, I like the image it's giving me in my head. I'm gonna make something else based off of it. So it's quite different actually. So it's mostly mine. It was just inspired by one that was real, so I just wanted to go with that. Alright. How'd you get rid of the dinosaur? You know, change. Change happens. I wasn't really resonating with it anymore. Yeah. Hey, Lord Bong, is there gonna be an episode 10? Yep. Yeah, definitely. There's going to be like episodes. I'm making 8 right now, and then the 9, 10. Yeah. We'll be using your Instagram again anytime soon. I really should. You know, I'm just going to download it on my phone now so that I can like guarantee to use it. There's enough room on my phone. It's going to be the best stream, just me downloading Instagram on my phone. Oh, I hope this shitty phone can actually like download Instagram. This phone couldn't even download can't download Netflix, Disney Plus. No. Oh, okay. I could do Instagram. Cool. Thank you, person in stream who suggested that. You've probably completely changed the direction of my online career. Hello, Bong. I'm not going to be able to watch the whole stream, so I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Well, hello, the real Enderay. Glad I'm not talking to the fucking fake Enderays out there, you know what I mean? Fuck those guys. Wait, what is this? Your device doesn't have enough space. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. What should I delete? What should I delete? Oh, man. No, I need all of these apps. I don't need all these apps. Yeah, I'll get rid of Stan. Noob, haha. Can't believe I'm getting roasted on my own stream. What did I do to deserve this? What do you think about the group of interest gamers against weed? Now that one is a good one. That is a good one. But I'm a gamer and I'm not against weed at all. So I don't know how to feel about them. Russian Falcon, thank you for the $8. It's my first ever super chat in my life. Best use it on you. I was wondering which state you live in and what's your time zone? I won't tell you what state I'm in. That might narrow it down. It's private info, buddy. But my time zone is like in Australia-ish. In the middle-ish time zone. If you can look that up. No, I haven't got no dope. Lift up the velvet rope. I stop teasing. It's freezing out here. Alright, Instagram is working. What should I... Just photos? I guess it's just photos, isn't it? Let's take photos of my dumb face on Instagram. No, my face isn't dumb. It's okay. My face is okay. I'm gonna be moving a lot just because I just ate, and you should sort of be moving after you eat if you want to digest properly. Physical. Ooh. I love that song. Yeah, it's a good song. I actually haven't heard that song sober before. It's a weird brag, but so the song just sounds fucking great in my head every time I listen to it, because it just gets attached to that vibe. Let's go to South Bank, Brisbane together. South Bank, Brisbane together. No, it's too far away. I'm sorry. Also, I don't know you, unless I do, and you're one of my friends from Brisbane. I don't know if you answered this earlier. What program do you use to animate? Thank you for the $5, Selena. I use Sony Vegas Pro 13, unless it automatically updates. I don't know. It's pretty good, but I mean, it's not used for animation. It's just what I use because of my intentional limitations for creativity. Space Dandy. Thanks for the $20 Space Dandy. May peace come to both, and both you and your creation. Take this mons and get you something nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. From one spaceman to another. What is the SCP on the top right? Check the description of episode 2 of Confinement, because I can't remember, sorry. Just donating to support your amazing work. Confinement is what got me into the SCP universe, so it deserves its due thanks. Thank you, Isaac. Rootledge? Bunghole listens to Studio Killers, Pog. I literally only know that one song, I'm sorry. But I showed it to my friends when I was tripping with them, and now they've basically listened to the entire discography, and I'm sort of like, shit, so I need to catch up on this. I've been listening to so much of a podcast that I just haven't really been listening to a lot of new music. I should totally rectify that. What is the one thing you don't like about Confinement? Is the one thing that I don't like about it is also the same reason I do like it, is that it's the inconsistency with the quality. And you know, since we are a forward-moving species, that's obviously a great thing. So, you know, people can see that it's getting better. But at the same time, it's like, oh, shit, if I did that better at that point, then I could do this now at this point. I could do something else. Like this plot event could have happened, and you know, because of like my limitations or perceived limitations, I wasn't able to do it, you know. $6, thank you. Put like only feet photos on Insta for like a day. Feel my feet. My feet are fucking disgusting, actually. I'm not even sure people can fetishize my feet. What are your opinions on premarital sex? I'm sorry if that's a serious question, but it just sounds like a meme question. I don't know. Maybe you live in a terribly, maybe not terribly, but like maybe a hyper conservative area. I think it's fine as long as you're not just like addicted to the thrill. As long as you know what you're doing and you're in control, then yeah. And of course, like the consensual aspect. Sorry, I was assuming that you were just because your name's Jessica. Yeah, as long as there's like an understanding, communication, control. Oh shit, it was a joke. Okay. Well, okay, I feel like a moron now. Can't read sarcasm in the chat because it's just letters. It's just letters. Do you like Tim Tams? If not, you're a heretic. I do like Tim Tams, but I can't have as much anymore. Bruh. Because I'm on diet. I mean, I don't like them that much where it's like a difficult thing to even think about. There are certain foods though that I'm just like, God. Like, fucking talk about this testing, the universe testing me. Uh, I don't know. For those of you who have followed me, like on my Twitter and on my other streams, I've complained so much about how there are just no more American Pringles in Australia, and that's always been a great deal of like frustration for me because I'd have to order them from America. They'd always be crushed up because of the shipping and the packaging and everything. And now, just now, as I'm starting this diet officially and just eating better, genuinely like living in this space where I'm healthier, specifically an American candy shop, a USA candy land or whatever, opens up near my place, and now the American Pringles are there, the ones I wanted. It's great. It's great. It's hilarious, but it's fine. It's fine. You're so cool, Lord Bung. Thank you. Thank you, the Derpy Finch. The Prongles. Lord Bung, are you real? I'm about as real as you. Fuck, I hope you're not a bot. I'm just gonna vanish. Previet. Yeah, Previet. The world would be a better place without Twitter. I don't know about that. I understand what you mean, though. Twitter causes so much misery, but that's only because it's addictive. And it's also kind of a mirror. It's kind of a black mirror, you know, if you think about it. Yeah, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. If you are seeking all of the negativity, then you will find it just en masse. You will find as much that you're craving. You'll find it, and that part of your brain that's trying to get you to look at it is going to keep convincing you to stay looking at it. It's an addictive thing, so it's only about as bad as anything that you can get addicted to, which includes like earlier point about sex or Pringles or Pepsi. I'm in a little fucking Pepsi can, clank clank. That was a great sound effect. Bruin Scott, thank you for the $2. Keep up the amazing work, Lord Bung. Thank you. I appreciate the heck out of that. Some stores are borderline miracles. We have a Vietnamese shop that sells things intended for South Korean market. That's pretty good. Sorry, the online school is calling for me. Alright, goodbye, Winter Wolf. Hope you have an excellent class time. I will send good vibes. Because nobody ever sent me a good vibes whenever I had to go to class when I was in school, but I don't even think live streaming was a thing on YouTube at the time when I was in school. How old am I? I mean, how old is streaming? When did streaming start on YouTube? How old am I? Temptation is strong when it comes to cravings, but as long as your will is stronger, then everything will be alright. Started my life change back in June. So far lost 40 pounds, or 18 kilograms. Holy shit, Space Dandy. That's impressive as fuck. In June? How'd you lose 18k since June? Was that just like... it was like 4 months ago? Oh my god. That was 3 months ago. Damn, what did you lose a leg? Did you cut off your leg? Maybe there's a Space Dandy joke here I'm not getting. Sending good vibes. Yeah, it's short for fiber. So you could poop good. I just want to say that you're probably my favorite animator on YouTube right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sadly, I'm addicted to Ramoon, aka Marble Soda. Marble Soda. That's an interesting thing. Marble Soda. Wow. Yeah, soda is kind of a big thing for me too. Hey, look, man, you seem tired. Don't overwork yourself. Oh, I'm not tired. I am aching a bit because I'm leaning forward. I should stop doing that. Thank you, Magica, for the $5. Blub Blub M Fish. I feel that. What are you using to draw on? Do you have any tips for digital art starters? I am using a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium, I think. That's what I used to draw. I've been using it for a few years now, and the pen, I don't know if you can see it, but the pen is kind of like been sanded down almost. That's how much I've been using it. But I've kind of been using it to my advantage. Like I can use it from a different angle. It'll have a different effect. It's a bit weird. So great to see you. I watched Confinement 3 times now, and I freaking love your humor and the animation style. It's so good. Thank you, Killian Ernst. I appreciate that. Always checking up on you, dude. Love your style and just everything you do. Thank you, Cole Buckle. That's a cool name, Cole Buckle. Cole Buckle. Fuck, man, that's a cool name. You better be a cowboy. You better be a fucking cowboy. Can I eat your memories? Only if I get to choose which ones. Would donate, but I'm a bit short on cash. No problem, Sorry. The person who said that, his username is Jeff Bezos, and their profile picture is Jeff Bezos. That's a fucking great joke. Oh my god. I'm so glad I started reading the names after reading the comments. Otherwise the joke wouldn't have worked, man. That's incredible. That's the joke of the century. I can't believe I called a stream of the Lord Bong. Hell yeah, I hear it's a bit hard because of my time zones. Will there be JoJo references in the episode? Of all the references, there are going to be a lot of references. Of all the references, JoJo I don't think is one of them. I haven't even seen it. Sorry. I haven't seen JoJo. Maybe I'll watch JoJo between now and then, and I'll hastily just quickly draw in a JoJo reference. How do you choose a soundtrack for Confinement? Do you know the songs already, or do you go looking for them? Nowadays I commission most of them, or I at least, if I want a song, like an 80s song that I really like, I'll get somebody to sing a cover of it. In this episode, I'm actually going to be singing a cover of an 80s song in there. It's going to be kind of intentionally cheesy, so don't get your hopes up with the... I don't have a great voice. I love bricks, sends $2. What's your opinion on cheese of all kind? So just all the cheese. Alright, I think it was a pretty crazy, great invention that somebody decided to get milk and just turn it into this disgustingly smelling solid item and think like, yeah, this is going somewhere, you know? And I can only just imagine the amount of people who didn't do it right. And how do you end up with like those cheeses that are so intense and strange? Can you make cheese so wrong that you can die just from eating it? I don't know these things. I feel like I should know the... I'm not sure why I feel like I should know these things, actually. I'd like to know some of these things. If somebody is a cheese expert in the chat, please tell me if there was a way that you can accidentally make cheese bad. And that doesn't count just it going off, you know, like, yeah. You make beautiful pieces of animation that I think speaks volumes in such an interesting medium. Also, the soundtrack you've chosen is also amazing. IKEA's sound choice is really amazing. Thank you. And yeah, a lot of that was Ivory Rasmus. We worked together on that, where I would like animate the opening montage scene, and then I would send it off to Ivory, and they would sort of make it right, make it look and feel and sound right, like big, because I was worried that my drawings would make it seem too limited and small, but the music reassured me that, oh yeah, this is a grand scale place. Thanks for the $2. I love bricks. I'm glad you have a passion and you want to tell everybody. I'm French, so I know a lot about cheese. Hell yeah. All the cheese is halfway to being biological weapon. Does that count? Is that right? Hell yeah. I wonder if there's some cheese that's banned in certain countries. It is weird. It started as a way to keep milk edible for longer, but we just kept it around after refrigeration was invented for some reason. I don't get it. That's crazy. Cheese doesn't go off. It just matures too much for human consumption. It's for someone out there. There's somebody out there that is being matured for, you know? It's going to be like some six-dimensional being comes down. It's like, ah, yes. He picks up the cheese from the fucking ashes of Lady Liberty and the perfect cheese. Lord Bung literally dies. Yeah, that's you predicting my death. It's crazy. Meth cheese. There's a cheese that intentionally has bugs in them. A surprising amount of just the food that the FDA lets bugs get into. Well, it's not bad because bugs aren't really bad for you if you eat them. But there's a surprising amount of bugs that you just eat on the daily, you know? Thank you for the $5, Sybil. The first cheese was just curdled milk caused by storing it in sacks made from animal stomachs. It was useful because it stored it for longer. That's interesting. Although somebody just told me something similar, so yeah. That means it's true. Two different people said the same thing. It's like maggot cheese. Damn. It sounded like I said MAGA cheese, like Trump supporting cheese. Oh, maggot cheese. Sup, Lord Bung, you're great. Thank you, Darwin Rules 6. Appreciate the heck out of that. Charles Darwin was pretty good. Some fun facts about Charles Darwin. Even though he was technically a science, he was like a naturalist. He also believed in like this really kind of wonky spiritual healing. Not spiritual healing, but it was like hydrotherapy, it was called at the time, where you would just dump an entire huge silo of water just crashing down onto you. And he firmly believed that that's how it works. You know, that it'll heal you. Another thing is that apparently Charles Darwin just farted a lot. Like he had an illness that would make him just fart non-stop. Just incredible. It's an incredible fact that I learned from like behind the scenes of fucking epic rap battles of history. Darwin is cool. However, cheese is a lot cooler. That's true. Thank you for the $2. I love bricks, and thank you for categorizing where Charles Darwin and cheese is on your list of things that are cool. I ate your memory when I asked you about me eating it. No, I remember. I remember you didn't eat it. You didn't eat it all the way, at least. Fart Darwin, yeah. Oh yeah, baby, it's the Bum Chronicles, man. Random stream, but I love it. Thank you, Charles Fod. Yeah, bro, it's Charles Fod time. Hey, Vulgan. The people I asked to join haven't responded. Would you like to be in the stream? Ow. Vulgan's a cool guy. He's, for anybody who doesn't know, the Vulgan up there with the tick next to him, he has voiced multiple characters in this show. He's voiced the Swordsman. He has voiced Elder Freestanding Bathroom Cabinet. I'm sure he's voiced more, I just can't remember. Don Fartslot, I think he just eats cheese. It's all come around. It's all come big circle. The circle of life. That's what Charles Darwin was talking about. The circle of life. It was just about, you know, when we die, we become the grass, and the cheese eats the grass. Virtual hug from Australia. Thank you. Doesn't have to be a long hug, because I'm also in Australia, Gamerosity. I'm gonna fucking flip my shit when I see two arms just stretching through my window. Deep intellectual discussion about cheese. It's a cheese wheel. Fuck, dude. We did it. We made it. Oh, man. Do you like boxing? Not really. I don't really watch any of that. I used to watch wrestling. Oh, I can't at the minute. Damn it. If anything changes, I'll let you know, though. It's all good, Volgan. It's all good. Good luck with whatever it is you have to do. Have a good, I don't know, I think afternoon it is over there. Hey, cutie, love your work. Hope life's treating you well. Thank you for calling me that. I don't believe you. But I am learning to accept compliments. Deep intellectual discussion about Charles Fartwin. Fucking Charles Fartwin. Yes, continue stream, please. How'd you discover the SCP Foundation? A friend from high school actually showed me. Thought it was the coolest shit. The first one I read was the guy with the planet in his torso. That was creepy as fuck. When you reaches 1 mil, cosplay as Connor. If you don't, I will confiscate your weed. Bro, don't scare me like that. Bloodbong, old political joke. Tony Abbott. It's true, he is. Where did the name Lord Bong come from? I just thought it sounded funny. Just sounds funny. Is that a Tide Pod on your shirt? Oh, on your shuttle? No, that's the Pepsi logo. Yeah, I sold this escape pod from the Pepsi ship that was crashing. Oh, and just when I say that, Pepsi Man shows up in chat. What's your opinion on premarital eye contact? For real, like I've been doing that like really dumb thing where I stare into the mirror for so long and I look at in between my eyes until things start to get weird and things start morphing and disappearing. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It's literally like scaring the shit out of me. I don't know why it panics me, but it does. I don't know why I do that. Does anybody else do that? Just or has done that? You know, just like the really dumb thing. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. RC Cola for the win. Oh god. I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have all of those really weird sub brands of dark cola soft drinks getting attacking each other in the chat. Just like Dr. Pibb. Your memories were so weird that I just vomited them back up. That's why you remember. That's fair. That's fair. I respect that. What in the bloody hell is going on here? That's, yeah, I should actually change these images. I'm gonna do that. What image we doing? I'm gonna have Bob the Tomato. There we go. There's one Bob the Tomato. Which one is this? Media source. Just 1 second, chat. Okay, I'll put another confinement one in. Yeah, these boys are fun. Is this image 2? Okay. Oh man, this is so memey. So fucking memey. I'll put a fucking Mac and me. Cause I'm in space. I'm in space. Mac and me's up here. I'm getting to the cola planet. You will not have my babies. Yeah, I'm glad people recognize these. It's your natural response to premarital eye contact. Stop. Yeah, it is. Thank you for the $5. I love bricks. Yeah, there's just something really wrong. I don't know. It just when you do that, I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. You just stare, gaze into the mirror, and then the illusions start happening. But because it's your face, you're disconnecting and connecting at the same time. It's like, why does it look so weird? This is my face. It's changing, and it freaks you out. Yeah. It's fucking scary. I did it when I was... I think maybe I'm particularly scared of it because I did it while I was, when I was on acid, and, the illusions were just way scarier. Premarital eye contact between Nat and Connor. You know they're having a lot of that. PEC. If your eyes aren't focused on certain things, it'll take away some details that originally belonged there. I'm having trouble explaining this. Yeah, I know that like your brain, your mind just sort of removes things that aren't important from what you're trying to focus on. And because the face has so much information on it, you know, because we've evolved to look at multiple parts of the face when we're discussing, when we're talking with people. So we have all of these like automatic focus points on the face, like eye, nose, mouth, eyebrows, and you're just trying to focus, and it's like it's all blending, it's mirroring, it's morphing, it's disappearing, it's fucking crazy. Some people actually see, like, they end up projecting monsters onto the chaos that is their distortion, their visual distortion. It's really fucking interesting. Oh, I should probably link this into my stream, into my Discord, I mean, sorry. Where is the stream chat? I mean, where is the stream link? Can somebody link me my own stream? Oh no, it's right here. Stream URL, yep. I think it is. Nope, that's not it. Stream settings. No, I think this is it, right? It's just when I paste it into here, it's like, why? Why is it doing this? Bruh. What is this? Are those nails dyed? They're painted, yeah. They're just chilling. Got some purple and blue. Some nice relaxing colors. What do you think is the coolest SCP? Is not necessarily a favorite, but the one you think is the coolest. I don't know that. I mean, I do know, but I can't remember the number. And I can only remember the plot twist in the end, so I really can't say it. Shit. Yeah. Oh, my brain's all. Bun, do you get Gregs in Australia? I don't know what Gregs with 3 G's are. 3G Greg. Did you paint your nails? Puck. Damn right. I always do. Watch all of my recent streams. The Pepsi can spaceship streams. They're always painted a different color. When do you normally stream? For me, it's like a Thursday evening. So, in Australia. So, I'm assuming it's Thursday morning for Americans. Thursday noon for Europeans. Something like that. Yeah. Not Triceratops. Fake as fuck. Shaking my head. Just got roasted by Scar, bro. I thought your profile picture was a weed as well. It's like Scar. Your name's Scar, but your profile's a weed. It's more weird when you stare at the mirror and play rock, paper, scissors with your reflection and you're so bad you lose. Don't say that. That's like some major fucking disassociation shit. That's some out of body. Can you put a picture of Peter Griffin? I'm not gonna put a picture of Peter Griffin. Bro. I don't think I have a gif of him. Let me just check actually. If I have a Peter Griffin gif. I feel like I should. Man, I have some really fucking disgusting gifs. Oh boy. Oh, just more Mac and me gifs. And like horror movie gifs, but not really appropriate for stream. No Peter Griffins. Nope. No Peter Griffins. Yeah, those are all my gifs. What a sad, small GIF collection. Thursday in Michigan. Then yeah. It'll be like Thursday morning in America. So you could have your breakfast in America and watch my stream. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Why is everyone saying where we live? Don't you know that's how the government gets you guys? Do you have an ALF GIF? No, just strictly Mac and me GIFs. Get that ALF shit out of here. With Mac and me. We're getting the bad version of E.T. So it's just sort of occurred to me that I've been using a lot of like self-deprecation. I wonder if that has to do with my the pain in the back of my neck. Just keep leaning forward and complaining. It's interesting. Why exactly is there a gif of Bob the Tomato? I like this gif. It's a great reaction gif. These are the many gifs that you encounter when you're in space. Really, that because humans die, plants die, trees die, animals die. Even rocks end up getting obliterated at some point, you know, whenever the sun and their solar system explodes and, you know, the planets are gone. But gifs are looping, so they live forever. And so when you're in space like me, you end up running into a lot of gifs. It sounds crazy, but the science is there, and if you don't want to accept it, it's your fault. Self-deprecation, PogChamp. No, self-deprecation isn't great. It's funny, but it isn't great. How do you like Midnight Gospel? I fucking love that shit, dude. I love Midnight Gospel. It's amazing. I'm actually planning on making like a fan animation from Duncan Trussell's podcast. Like just getting a conversation that I like and stitching it together with some animation just for fun, you know, just to see if I could do that frame by frame animation instead of the puppeting animation that I usually do. I don't know, it might not happen, but it might. It might happen, you know? All the people I meet on the internet just don't sleep. It's true. It's true. I mean, it's not like you're aware of when you're asleep. So when you go to sleep and wake up and you time travel, it's not like you take into account like, ah yes, that was a nice 8-hour sleep. You know, you just have to look at the clock and trust that that's how long you've slept. And it is how long you slept usually, unless someone's fucking around with your clock. But it doesn't feel like a big thing that we do, you know? So, seeing other people in different time zones, it's weird, isn't it? It's really fucking weird. It's like they're from a different dimension. Do you listen to Joe Rogan? Sometimes, if it's somebody I like. I haven't really gotten into Joe Rogan as a funny guy or anything. What was I talking about? Yeah, self-deprecation. Yeah, it is a coping mechanism, but it can be something that you get sort of addicted to, where if you use it as a defense, then you're giving power to your tendency to defend yourself. And that can be, you know, that could be good if you're doing it in a way that is actually saving your life. But if your crutch is to hurt yourself before anyone else can hurt you, then, I mean, that's just kind of like a perfect metaphor for what you're actually doing to yourself, which is that you are hurting yourself, you know? You're telling yourself that you're shit. And unless you do things to the contrary alongside your self-deprecation, you know, if you're self-deprecating but at the same time you're like, you know, actually I'm pretty good, I love myself, or, you know, I actually did quite good today, I'm good, I'm trying, I'm getting better, you know? If you're just doing self-deprecation, then it's like, that is actually going to be the energy that you're bringing yourself into, because it's going to start with like, no, I want to talk to them, I don't want to bother them, and then it's going to end up with you being like, why can't I do anything? You know? What TV show are you into at the moment? I actually am watching. Oh no, no, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't say that because then people are gonna spoil it in the chat. I got you. I fucking got you. I won't say what show I'm currently watching. I can tell you shows that I've just finished, that I finished a while ago. So, Atlanta starring Childish Gambino. That's fucking great. That's a great show. Absolutely watch it. It's fucking hilarious. It's sad. It's fucking powerful. It's great. Euphoria. That's a pretty heavy one though. It's like a realistic Uh, it's like this realistic series about high schoolers and drugs and sex and all of these other things that sort of that people get stuck into with identities. Um, what else? The Boys. The Boys. Holy shit. The Boys is amazing. Definitely watch The Boys. Yeah, The Boys. Hey, do you watch anime and hentai? Not really hentai. I could never really get into hentai. Anime, yeah, I think there's some anime that I've watched. I just can't remember, like Saint Young Man, Hellsing Ultimate. That was fun. What made you inspired to create cartoons based on the game SCP Containment Breach? Well, it wasn't based on the game. It was based on just on the wiki. Almost had a panic attack from the name Euphoria. It said the United States of America. Thanks for the $5. I love bricks. Lord Bong, why are you so cool? Stop being so cool. We could have a chance to be cool as well. You guys are cool. We're all just vibing here together. We're cool together. Seen Umbrella Academy? Yeah, I saw some of it. I really wasn't like... I wasn't vibing with it. It was kind of annoying to me. Some of the characters were really annoying to me. Maybe I could rewatch it and like have a good time. Oh man, bro, The Boys is top tier. It really fucking is. I was surprised. I was surprised at how good it was. Self-deprecation to hentai, the natural progression. How do you deal with wrist pain? I've heard that animators are more likely to get carpal tunnel. Yeah, I mean, when it starts to hurt, you know, it's... I mean, I stop. I've always stopped because the pain was too intense. But if you want to catch yourself, I'm assuming that you're at a point, or maybe you're talking about somebody who is at a point where they keep drawing even though they have the pain and they can't really tell, or that they're very good at ignoring it. In that case, I think some kind of mindfulness practice should really, really help. Like, you know, just really getting into being aware of your thoughts and your actions and everything. That's literally the best advice I could give is mindfulness. That's going to solve a lot of problems that you're trying to ignore, you know. But if you don't, I mean, if you're trying to ignore it, then, you know, you obviously wouldn't do mindfulness. Thoughts on ScoMo? Also, how much goon have you smashed? No goon for me. No goon for me, brother. I don't really drink. ScoMo, I don't know, he sucks, but it's not like he's unique in sucking. It's the entire fucking Conservative Party in my country, but really the system is kind of structured in a way where it's hard for anybody to get ahead. For everybody to get ahead, I mean, the upward mobility in my country is still better than America, but not the best. Social upward mobility, I mean. Self-deprecation is for weeps. Thank you, I love bricks for the $5. It is something that I still do, like, when I'm around certain people, I would self-deprecate, especially if they self-deprecate. But yeah, it is. It's not like a swear word. Like I shouldn't ever do it. It's just something that, you know. Why did I say that? You know, I think about it. You know, I try not to make it. I try not to engage in it. But I do sometimes. You know, it's just something that happens. Thank you, Linguini, for the $5. Do you ever feel that the Confinement comics have out you into a Confinement comics have put you into a box, or that you can't make any other comics without people unsubscribing? I assume you mean cartoons, but I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be trying to do something else, like not onto a new series, but like I want to do like this one animation I want to practice on this one animation, and I feel pretty confident doing it. I don't feel like I'm gonna. I don't feel like I don't hear a lot of voices telling me not to, you know. But even when I do, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do it. If I want to do like a little animation before I upload this episode, I will. I would like to do it, and I'm planning to. I just kind of need to find the right audio for it because I feel like I'm gonna be really picky with that. Or maybe I could write something original, you know. Why do you sound like Lord Bung? I'm trapped in Australia, lol. I came here on holiday from Russia, then Corona came. Send help, SOS. I'm so sorry. That fucking sucks. But you could be trapped in a worse country. I hope you have like a house and everything, or like a hotel or something. I'm sorry for that accent. I'm not sure why I did that. Carlos Figueroa. Thanks for the $10. 2020 will be over soon. Really, it will be, yeah. Yeah, think about that. What do you think of Clive Palmer? He's annoying. He's just annoying. I mean, he underpays his workers, and then he flees the country every time he gets into legal trouble because he's rich. I'm not a fan of him. What do you think is the most overrated SCP? I don't know. I don't really know, because like when I think of the most popular SCPs, I could think of like fun ways to they're fun. They're still fun. Maybe they'll conceptually, I'm not such a huge fan of the what's that Mallow, I guess. Maybe because it's kind of like fallen into the creepypasta territory of it just being like it's the skull of a dog. It's like, okay, I don't know, that doesn't seem as scary to me as the skull of a human, but you know. 2020 will be over soon. Time for season 2, 2021. Bro, imagine being rich. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, I think a lot of people would love to be rich, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh, I'm glad I'm sober, or else I'd be like fucking knee deep into a Marxist rant right now or something, you know. I don't know if I'd call myself a Marxist, but yeah, I'm not afraid to look into the ideas. Do you know Meat Canyon? Would you ever consider working with him? Meat Canyon? I don't know them, sorry. Meat Canyon sounds like a suggestive term. What's your thoughts on the YouTuber, The Rubber? I don't know them either. I thought I was reading it because I thought you were talking about the movie Rubber. That was a weird movie. It's like an indie horror movie about a car tire that is just rolling around and it's sentient and it blows people up. It's pretty beautiful. Did you perm your hair? Is it natural? It's natural. I just had a shower, so it's dried up and it's kind of frizzing a little bit. I think it looks better when it's gonna be gross, but my hair genuinely looks better when after like a long day and it's just the sweat's dried in it and it's kind of wavy instead of frizzy. It's gross though. Look up Meat Canyon. You have to watch this video. It's really weird. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Meat Canyon. Okay, interesting. Oh boy. He's one of those surreal animators. I appreciate that. Are you gonna go back to the other SCPs and other episodes and have Connor meet the lady in the ice bag again, or no? Well, I can't spoil that. If you genuinely want to know, then I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I can't hear you. I think other people can hear me, so that might just be a thing on your end. So you're South Korean, judging by that rocket. Oh no, sorry, that's the Pepsi logo. Yeah. Fuck, dude. I wonder if that was... I don't know. When did Pepsi come out? Because if it was out during the time of, like, the Korean War, that must have been a really interesting time for... Well, a much more interesting time for Koreans who live in America and in Korea. But definitely an interesting time for people at the Pepsi company when they decided on that logo. Why do you look like my neighbor? Oh shit. If you hear me trying to harmonize with several animals, like screaming at the top of my lungs, trying to harmonize with all these animals at 4 a.m., you're welcome. Pepsi has a little white stripe in the middle. It does, yeah, I totally forgot that. I forgot it. I fucking forgot it, man. Can make Pepsi colored flames come out of the thrusters. It would just be black flames. That would be cool though. Black flames. Whoa. Pepsi came out in 1898. That doesn't sound right. Korean flag is older, from 1882. Yeah, I know. It's not like... I'm not saying that there's a copyright issue with the flag. I mean, if people were, like, in the 80s or whatever in America, were looking at the Pepsi logo and being like, you know, that looks like those communists. I know it's a South Korean flag that looks like that, not the North Korean flag, but... Well, actually, I don't know what the logo looked like at the time. I mean, the flag. Maybe the flag was different. I don't know. I will look this up later. Almost at 1 million subs. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I've just been sitting here shitting on the legacy of the Pepsi logo and the Korean flag. Somehow I'm almost at 1 million subs. Pepsi Globe has a white stripe, turning almost non-existent on the other. Wow. How'd you get the idea your main character's power and confinement? And I'm French. Try to understand your answer. Alright. The idea generally is that I wanted to create an excuse for the facility to be just the worst, just terrible, abusive to somebody, with the excuse that it's okay, he didn't die, look at him, he's fine. And that would give them this, like, eternal excuse to keep being inhumane and terrible. And I think a whole lot of comedy, but also a lot of introspective drama and character building can come from that. Not saying that you have to suffer to have character development, but I mean, you do, but you don't have to suffer in the same way Connor does. His is a slightly exaggerated scenario, and I wanted to use that exaggerated scenario to, you know, make a point, tell a story, create some interesting character dynamics, and to just go buck wild with the supernatural and sci-fi elements. How's your health been recently? It's been better than it ever was, basically. I mean, in the direction, it's been going in the direction of health, and I think that makes it better than it ever was. You know, like, as a baby, you're not trying to get healthy, you're just being a baby. So you could argue that that might have been the healthiest I ever was. But I'm actually, since I'm heading in the direction of health with very little trouble, I would say that right now I'm great. Not this moment right now, my back kind of hurts because I'm really bad at sitting in this chair. Oh, okay, this feels way better. Oh god. Let's just vibe in this chair right now. We're all sitting in this chair right now. Every single person in the stream. How many people are in the stream? Yeah, 300-ish people. That's pretty good. I like your cut, G. Thank you. I'm gonna link the stream to my Discord. Oh, shit. Could have been using this link the whole time. Oh, fuck. Perfect. It was already in my Discord. It's the same link every time. It's crazy. We streaming. Oh shit, my friend got back to me. Heck, I really want to, but I gotta. Oh shit. Damn. All right. Well. Okay. I guess I'm alone for the stream again. It's all good. I like talking. I like talking aimlessly. Now nobody can stop me. Hey bros, streaming on the web. I make the worst fucking tweets, man. Hey bros, streaming on the web. What image should I add to it? Come join my symphony of rambles. Streaming on the web. Fuck, that's so unfunny. Send. There we go. And I'll just delete that tweet later. Black flames need to go. Brrr. It's true. Are you the confinement man? That is me. I'm the confinement man. Does Connor know what a meme is? I'm sure he does. He has the internet in there. It's just like heavily blacklisted. You know, I imagine it's like literally blacklisted, like the files where it's just, if you want to go into Pornhub or something, it's just blacked out in a big rectangle. You just can't click the link. Or if you can click the link, it's all censored. Ugh, not sure what advantage penting up the horniness and Connor and all of the other SCPs will do. Just make a bunch of horny prisoners. That isn't good for anyone. Connor is a meme, dingus. He is. I feel like we just glossed over the fact that you didn't add Peter Griffin to the stream. I'm sorry. I was looking, I didn't have any GIFs. I have a video of like me singing. But it's on YouTube. You can just look. It's after my I made this 2-part video on the Cars universe. If you wait till the end of the second video, there's one of me singing in a Peter Griffin voice, a song from Dear Evan Hansen. So you could enjoy that. That's a little treat for people who sit through my shit posts. Wait, does Connor? I don't even know what that question's saying. I don't even want to read it. I feel like it might be a slang for something. Hey bros, streaming on the web. So garbage. My humor is garbage. No. It's funny. It's funny. What's the most useless superpower you would want? Oh man. Shit, dude. The most useless one would be the ability to iron things with my hands, so I didn't have to set up the ironing board and the iron. That'd probably be it. That's the most useless one I could think of that I actually do want. It's... Is Confinement going to be on Netflix or is it cancelled? What? I like the dichotomy of that. It's either on Netflix or it's cancelled. You know? It's not cancelled, but I don't think it's on Netflix. I don't think it's gonna be on Netflix. How old is Connor? And Animix Gaming suggests that I think he's 20 or mid-20s, and Animix Gaming is the rightest, the most right in this. Yeah, keep asking me if I watched The Rubber. I haven't seen The Rubber, sorry. I'll look it up. Oh, they do SCP animations. Yeah. Is this different? This is different from the other person. Oh, this is interesting as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna look at these people. Just 1 second, real quick. Haven't got no dope. Lift up the velvet rope. Master teasing, it's freezing out here. Bruh. South Australia. Woo. Look at that fucking Mac and Me. Who's seen Mac and Me? It's monstrous. It's terrible. What was the hardest character to draw in Confinement? I don't know. They're all pretty easy. I kind of have to make them easy because I have to draw them a lot. The hard part is when you're doing like puppet design is making them look consistent because they're going to be the same pieces you're just going to use over and over again. So yeah, the hard part is designing like a full frontal of Connor. And then doing the same one but from a different angle because you're just going to have to get out a bunch of lines and see, oh, that's where the shoulder goes, that's where the belly button would be, that's, you know. So that way if he spins around, he would look the same. Every Australian town has a shiggy butt brain. Is there one in yours? Oh, there's fucking loads in mine. It's basically where I live is basically like the mecca of, of Siggy butt brains. Who voices 051? Was he an actor from Fiverr or... He's on Fiverr, yeah. Stealthy Zoroark. He's this Kiwi voice actor. He's really good. He mostly does like a bunch of Overwatch characters. It's like he's insanely talented, so you should definitely go check him out. His description, no, his link is in the description of the latest trailer, so you should just go look at him. Have a good time. Give him some money, please. He's begging. I'm begging. Connor is American, but it's 1/16th Inuit. Well, that makes him more American than somebody who isn't Inuit at all, you know? Or Native American in general. Are there going to be new characters? Yep, there will be, so don't worry. I feel like it'll get boring without new characters, but of course I do want to develop the old characters. If it's not new, then it will be boring. So, you know, you want to develop your characters each episode, even just a little bit. Dr. Kuma. Yes, Dr. Kuma. Oh shit, screen's turning orange. Let's hope it isn't too orange. So if it gets too orange, the entire thing just goes crazy. Like I could hardly see things that are the same tone because they just gone into the same orange ocean. Like a fantasy. Again, Lord Bang. Hello, popular Gonshi. What is a golem-looking thing on the top right? That's Mac and Me. That's Mac from Mac and Me. This was the version of E.T. that I saw as a kid, and I thought I saw E.T. and everybody else saw E.T., but I just saw Mac and Me. You know, I feel like that actually has happened to a lot of people, like some weird Mandela effect of Mac and Me. Mac and Me effect, man, it's crazy. It's basically the same as E.T., except there is, like, not joking, loads of McDonald's product placement. Like, there's an entire scene where they're just dancing at McDonald's and everybody's having the best time of their life until the CIA agents come in and try to steal Mac. Is Mac an SCP? Fucking... Yeah, I hope he's in the deceased category. The neutralized category. If at any point my dwarf takes on the mannerisms of Macho Man Randy Savage, he dies. Whoa. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I feel sorry for that dwarf. Please stop harassing your dwarf, man. You should put a Big Lo's cameo in your SCP series. Fuck, dude. I fucking should, really. I want to put in like a... I'm gonna put in like a Sasquatch, one of the put in Sassy. This be incredible. Not to rush you, you've been doing great. But what do you think the episode will be released? I'm a big fan. I don't know. Thank you for the compliment, but I and your patience, but I don't know. It's coming. Like, I'm working every day except for like Sunday, and you know, if I'm really tired and I would have 2 days off, but it's hard for me to know these things for some reason. Did you make that space gif in the background? Yeah. I just wanted to do it simple because it has a looping effect, so I need a Mac neutralized. It's the best news I've heard all day. Yeah. I don't know, it's really rough for me to tell how long these are. I know that's frustrating to hear, but, you know, believe me, it's frustrating for me too. Like, it's such a layered, complicated thing that, you know, if it was like a drawing, if it was a single drawing, I could tell you how long it'll take. Because it's the same action the whole way through. For at least most of it. But, no, it's different when it's just like loads and loads of... Sunday is the Lord's Day. Can I get an amen? Ah, men. It's pronounced Popular Gonsi. I'm named after the Philippine diplomat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Kamusta. And I forgot how to say sorry in Tagalog. I'm sorry. That's the English version for you. What episode of the series end? Probably episode 10, and then maybe season 2. Kind of big. I'm reading. Can I add subtitles in the next episode? Some of the past episodes didn't have them. Oh, really? Which subtitles? If you mean English, I thought they all had English. I actually can't remember who's been doing it this whole time. I think I've done a couple of the subtitles myself, but there's so many other people who just do it for me, like the community, where they just contribute. Unless that's stopped now, I haven't been keeping up with the YouTube news. Thanks for the $, Lex. I appreciate that. Dare I ask why Bob the Tomato is here? I know that was more like a why, but it sounded like you had, the way I read it, it sounded like you had beef with Bob the Tomato. Like, oh, what's he doing here? I try to join the stream to get the fuck away from Bob the Tomato, but he's right there. There are a lot of questions that are like spoilers, so I'm not ignoring, but I'm not going to be answering spoiler stuff, because that's spoilery. Man. What is your least favorite SCP? I don't know, man. That's hard to say. Thanks for the $5, Grover Grover Pac-Man. What's your Smash Bros main? Villager. Villager is my main. I'm sorry if that creates a schism in the chat, but I'm a fucking villager killager. I do it. I kill with the villager. I kill the players in real life with the villager. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to when I'm not making Confinement. I'm creating a genocide in Smash. Make that very clear. I haven't killed a single person in my life, please. And if I do, I'm in space, so it's not illegal. I forgot if I was talking about something before. I probably was, though. Hey Bungo, I just want to say In the Pines is good as fuck, and I think it deserves more credit. Thank you. Well, half of it is like a song that I just took, and I'm not getting any money from that video because I just took a song. But in my defense, that song is just a cover of another song, which is a cover of another song. So... Whatever. I feel like I'm okay with that morally, even though I can accept that I will not be getting any of the money from that video. But there's more to life than money. I do like that video though. It's really fucking... It's got a vibe to it, and I feel like I put that vibe out, and it was a good one. How much research goes into one video? I can tell it takes a lot of hard work in each video. Well, thank you, Simon. But, it depends, because I don't really consider a lot of what I do when I'm collecting information research, even though it is research. The most academic research I probably did was just, like, learning basic, Inuktitut. The language of the girl in the iceberg. Oh, thank you for the 10 pounds, Max Boodle. Lord Bung the Destroyer. It works. Lord Bung the Destroyer. What's your favorite video game that you've played in 2020? That I played in 2020? I haven't played a lot of games in 2020, actually. What have I played in 2020? Everything. I really like that game. That one's relaxing. That one's fun to play when you're high as hell. What else? Oh, I recently played The Forest with a friend. That was a lot of fun. Just fucking around, camping in the woods. Cannibals come out and try and eat you. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and that ending's crazy though. If any of you have finished The Forest. It's a lot of fun. If you don't want to play it, but you want to watch someone else play it all the way through, I recommend Neebs Gaming, because they do this like fun story where they characterize it and they make it into like a series. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. That's what we need right now. In this fucking lockdown. Just a little bit of fun. Just have fun. Fun is great because there's no destination to fun. It's just a state of being. And we can apply that more in our life, you know. We can apply that more into our general way of looking at the world, you know. I try to have, maybe not fun, but like, I try to really get into some of the more mundane, boring things that I have to do, like doing the laundry or cleaning the toilet. Just get into it, you know. Just look at it. Just pay attention to it. Do it one at a time, slowly, you know. And that cultivates patience, cultivates acceptance, cultivates a lot of good shit. Amen, brother. Amen. I'm gonna go back to my to doing my schoolwork. Love the vids, keep them up, and my girlfriend loves binge watching them. Bro, you're amazing, and also got me back into art. I appreciate this. I appreciate that, Luna Clouds. That's cool as fuck. I'm glad I sparked something. Keep on doing what you're doing. Schoolwork. Schoolwork. Toilet cleaning. Same when. Toilet cleaning. Same when. Toilet cleaning. Same when? Same when. Toilet cleaning same when. Where am I? We see the con always respawns with unscathed clothing without wounds. What happened if someone stuffed his clothing into his wounds before he died? Oh boy, that's a gross image. Well, I'll tell you now that it doesn't have any alternate effect. I see what you're going with, but nah, it won't have that effect. I'm not gonna tell you why, but you'll see. In this episode, hopefully. Hopefully it all clicks together, you know. That's something that I'm also, like, worried about while I'm writing this episode. One of the main things is, like, oh, will they get it? Will they get it? Is this enough information that they get it? Because I don't want to write it in a way where it's like I'm just narrating, I'm just explaining everything, just completely. But at the same time, I don't want it to be super confusing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Toilet cleaning ASMR. Will the coronavirus exist in the confinement universe? And if so, can it be because an SCP got loose? Also, what makes a better SCP? Mickey Mouse. I don't know. I don't feel like that works. I don't feel like that's definitely not how I would like to approach that. I could make analogies to it, but I won't just straight up say that that's it. Are you sick of salesmen pitching you the unusual, uninspired household bric-a-brac farming? Oh shit. This music's going hard. Oh, it's gone into the EDM tracks. Shit, dude. Stream beats. Lo-fi. Let's get the lo-fi on here. Yeah. I'm not really feeling EDM right now. Do you play Among Us, Lordbug? No, I actually haven't. I don't even know what it is. I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it every day of my life. Is it a sign? Am I meant to be playing Among Us? What is it? Hey Bong, I know random people send you voice audition stuff, but are they often successful in their attempts? I think law of averages, you can assume that most people don't have very good mics. So no. Most of the time, no. If you have a good mic and you have a unique voice and you're easy to reach, then yeah. Yeah. Or if you have a good range, I should say. Or if you have a very particular voice that I just happen to really want. It's not like a meritocracy, you know, it's art. Since it's art, it just has to be like, if it works, then it works. If it doesn't, then, you know. So most of them are just not going to work. And don't take it personally as like you're not a good voice actor. It's just like, because there are lots of actually like professional people with professional setups and who have good voices and good microphones, but all of their voices I already have. Essentially, I already have that voice in another voice actor that I already work with, or it's something that I don't really need, you know? It just happens. Mac and me, same when. Don't do that to me, man. No matter how well I roll, a squirrel cannot carry a horse. And I do it at full sprint. I do it full sprint. Thank you for the $2, bruh. Who's your favorite doctor? Also, will we get Dr. Bright? I don't think we'll get Dr. Bright. My favorite doctor is Dr. Wilson. He's a riot. I just put my aggression into him. He's such a piece of shit. Why'd you change the profile picture? Which, my YouTube one? It's more reflective of what I do now, which is Confinement and me. Mac and me. Confinement and me. Yeah. You know, I feel like I wanted it to be more, I don't know, different. It's just different. Things change, people change. I just wanted to be different from before. You know, and I think it's healthy that we change, that we shed our skin, that we do all these things, because otherwise we just end up suffering, you know? There are like reptiles that end up dying because they couldn't shed their skin and they just get caught up in like the bottom of the jungle or some vines or some branches and tree trunks and roots, and they end up dying, you know? That's a pretty extreme analogy, but change is an essential part of the universe. I mean, look at the only thing consistent are these gifts, really. These gifts are gonna keep going long after I die. I certainly hope these gifts will keep going. These 3 gifts in particular. What's your favorite joke you did in confinement so far? Oh man, that's a really hard question, because by the time I'm done animating an episode, I've heard the joke a million times and it's just not that funny anymore. And I just have to trust that, like, oh, this is the kind of joke that's kind of timeless, and this is the kind of joke that isn't. You know, I have to find out which ones aren't for me. Yeah, so let me think. Jokes. Me searching for joke. I can't tell you. Can't remember. It's probably like a visual joke, like one that I did in the animation stage that I found quite funny. You know. Those end up getting made by accident most of the time. Alexis, thank you for the $200. Love everything you do. Not everything I do. I still take shits and just lay around in bed and masturbate, but thank you for the $200. Yeah. I appreciate the fuck out of that. That's so cool. I think the money still just comes out at like the end of the month, but fucking $200 is $200. I'm not gonna sneer at that. That's amazing. Thank you, Alexis. Love outwards at you. I was trying not to hit my mic as I was doing that, so it just looks stupid. I appreciate the heck out of that. Can we get a sneak peek at episode 8? That's what the trailer was. It's a conceptual sneak peek. Like, it's probably not gonna look exactly like that, but you know, it's gonna be fun. It's the same general direction. You're gonna see what the trailer is going to be basically a condensed version of what you will see, and more. You know, there's things in there that I intentionally left out. Ask who Joe is, or you will stub your toe. All right, Donkey Boy 081. Who is Joe? I already know how this one goes, but I'm gonna give it to this guy. I think he deserves it. When will Confinement episode 8 come out? Eventually. I'm vibing, to be quite frank. Good. That's what we need right now. You know what? I'm gonna fucking read some poems. That's what I'm gonna do. We're vibing out here. Ah, Joe Mama. No, how could you roast my mama like that? No. Joe is my friend. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I appreciate that. Smoke weed every day. You're just gonna be chilling and forget about the $200, and at the end of the month hits and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah. And I'll be like, thank you, Alexis. And I'll be like, Alexa, play Alexis's message again. And then that'll be another $200. What a lot of people don't know, and this is a true fact, is that I can go back and rewatch my streams, and when the money gets sent in the live stream again, I get that money again. It doubles up. So what I have a second monitor here where I'm just watching all of my streams over and over again. It's a pretty great volume scheme. It's not true, I'm just being an idiot. Anyway, I've been reading this book. It's just the Essential Rumi. It's just a collection of poems by Rumi, the Afghani poet from the Golden Age, I think. There's a bunch of poems in here, but I want to read one of them. I'm just gonna read one poem. It says none of my friends showed up for this stream, so I didn't get to go back and forth and talk about interesting things, so this book is gonna be my friend just for now. Pong, your viewers are getting low. Oh no, I should end the stream now. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna read a poem. That's exactly what I'm gonna do as soon as my viewers start getting low, because now they're forced to read it, to listen. Inside this new love, die. Your way begins on the other side. Become the sky. Take an axe to the prison wall. Escape. Walk out like someone suddenly born into color. Do it now. You're covered with thick cloud. Side out the side. Die and be quiet. Quietness is the surest sign that you've died. Your old life was a frantic running from silence. The speechless full moon comes out now. That's a pretty good one. I really like that one. I enjoy the hell out of that poem. It kind of gives you perspective on what living is. And it seems like the more that we try and just make ourselves busy with bullshit, that somehow that's us living, you know? But really, just being in the present moment and into the silence, even though it is insanely uncomfortable and it literally triggers this need to do things and to avoid being in the present moment, that's not so pleasant either, you know? And then you're like, okay, well then which one should I go? Should I be more busy or should I be less busy? And it's like, well, it's somewhere in the middle. It's somewhere complicated in the middle, somewhere close to death, somewhere close to living, you know, somewhere there. The poem is connected to confinement. Write that down, boys. You know, you're not wrong. I'm not ignoring some of these questions, but I've already answered them like 10 times in this stream, so I'm not gonna answer it again. You could just go back. You can just ask me on Twitter. I would rather type it out. Genuinely. Let's see. We on the web. What's going on? Is anybody here? Living is somewhere close to death. Yeah, it is. It really is. Are you doing well? Asked Wally. Yes, I am. I'm doing pretty good. What do you think about chickens? They're pretty good. Actually, pretty recently, I was just going out on a walk down my street, and there was a chicken walking down the road. Yeah, insert the joke, right? But I was thinking about, should I do something about that? But you know, I pictured myself chasing that chicken and it outrunning me and flying just, you know, over a fence, and me looking like a fucking maniac chasing this chicken. And I decided, you know, that chicken is actually more well equipped to handle these streets than I am. So, yeah. I mean, it does make me feel smaller than a chicken, but in many ways I'm bigger than a chicken. You know, physically I'm bigger than a chicken. Can you do a stream where you casually read a good portion of the Necronomicon? It's not a book I can even get. I used to think it was a book you can get, but it isn't. You could get a prop book of like the one from The Evil Dead 2 or 3. Chicken Chaser. Is there any chance you could drop the Discord chat link in the chat? I seemingly cannot find it anywhere. Oof, last time I did that, things got like real intense. So I'm not going to do that again. It's just like opening the floodgates to the most. I don't know. If you could go to like some of my previous streams, I'm sure you could get the link. I genuinely love this streams. All we're doing is talking. It's amazing. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. We're doing it. We're just vibing. Lovely weather, huh? In space? Yeah, space weather. You should have got to oblivion and back after that bird. I really should have just... If I decided to chase that bird, like last week, that chicken, I would still be doing it. I'm not gonna lie. Because it wasn't wearing a leash or anything. How are you supposed to send it to where it belongs? You know? There aren't any... It wasn't like a wild chicken. I don't even know if they exist anymore. I think they're just like wild turkeys. I have a copy of the Necronomicon sitting like a meter away from me, so I'm reasonably sure it's a real book. Fuck. Really? Because I tried to buy it a while ago, and all I could find were the funny, you know, the one from The Evil Dead, like the flesh-bound book. Okay, I could see like versions of it. What is the actual Necronomicon though, you know, like, as just a book, what do you do with it? Is it just like a collection of demons and spells and shit? I asked you on Twitter since you wanted to type it out. Yeah, right. Let's see, where is it? The time lapse today's release, you have a date, at least. Do you have style, animation, voice stream yet? What's the progress so far? You told me I was on Twitter on the stream. Alright, I'm probably end up gonna say out loud anyway, just because I'm typing it. Not sure. I'm sorry, but that's the answer. It's just not sure. It's not that easy to tell, you know? If this was like a studio and there were like producers and everything, then they can give you an estimate because they draw the line. I don't get to draw the line. I'm just making it at my own pace, so it's going to be, you know? What about SCP? Tell a joke. People asking me to tell a joke. You can't tell a joke when people... No, I'm not even going to tell a joke. I can't even think of a joke. You can't just expect that, man. You can't expect that much of me. I'm not funny. How can we help you? No, you guys are doing all of the work. That's not true. You're doing as much work as you can, I think. I mean, I have a Patreon if you think that'll help, but that'll help if with paying other people to help me, you know. So there's that. Got my Patreon. It's just Lord Bung. Thanks for the $8, Tropic Snaky. Hi Bung, it's me, your boy. Just wanted to say, hope you had a good day. Wanted to ask, have you played D&D? And if you have any memorable moments in game? Oh man. Yeah, actually, there have been a couple of times where I've made a campaign and I was the dungeon master for the games. And sort of unfolding the mysteries of what was going on, that was a lot of fun. Like, there was a campaign I made where you ended up going to this mysterious town that was in the shadow of a mountain that was crumbling with boulders. And there was a giant in there who was so miserable because its giant goat had just died. And now the town was in destitute because it's covered in boulders now because of the giant had a tantrum. But also because the the giant goat's cheese was the main export of that town, and there was like a trade deal between the giant and the town. Anyway, you end up discovering that the mayor of the town is actually a horse that's been taken of its ability to speak and just is in a stable somewhere. And it's a random thing that you could find, but it's actually like the main plot. But the whole time you're distracted trying to with this cheese business, you know. So it's a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, there was a rock golem named Dwayne the Rock Golem. I'm sure that's been done before, but I had a lot of fun with that one. A campaign I was in, I was a Warforged, which is kind of like a robot with a soul. And I was really into Transformers at the time, so my Warforged would just transform into a drill, and his entire mindset was like, I need to drill into mountains, I need to drill into rocks, that's my thing. But he was also really huge and bulky and constantly sputtering smoke, so there were all these times where we'd try to be stealth, and then I'd have like this vocoder on my with my microphone, and I would just do the robot voice, and then I'd stomp through a cave or a goblin's nest, just crunk, 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 and just roll fucking 20 and get away with it. Stuff like that, you know, just little stuff like that. Ugh. Wait, am I the only one in chat? Ask Carl the human. Oh man, when the acid drops, that's just it. Am I the only one in chat? Fuck. Alright. What's going on here? Where did you come up with the idea for having 049 be mechanical? I thought it was a representation of the broken god for half a second. I really enjoyed that interpretation of it. It's more like... I thought it'd be interesting that throughout history there would be sort of these manufactured interpretations of it, of the Plague Doctor, and at some point it would just stop. And since he can now live in this cybernetic state, in this sort of steampunky cybernetic state, he doesn't need to continue. He just needs to keep curing people, you know what I mean? Thank you for the £2, the Juggernaut. Sorry I don't have much. Keep up the amazing work. It's appreciated anyway. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Oh shit. 1 second, stream. Hope my friends watching streams, they could just see me respond to that text. I'm gonna be ending stream real soon, so I'm just gonna look at, you know, if you have any questions, just go ahead. Why my arm itch? I don't know what to say. I appreciate that the person that just... There's somebody named Tortle who has a turtle profile pic, and right underneath them a completely different person has the exact same turtle profile pic. That's fucking crazy. Do you like pineapple on pizza? Not really. Maybe I just have a simple palate, but maybe I should expand that. Your style is very unique, and I've noticed the level of detail you put into your background is much higher than I've normally seen. Do you enjoy doing these backgrounds more than the character drawings? The backgrounds are harder to do, but I don't know if I'd say I enjoy them less. But they are harder to do. You know, it's easier to just sort of make a person because they have the same kind of anatomy, but background, you know, and also the sizing, it's having a fit. It's rough, man. It's rough out here. It's rough out here in Confinement Studios. Where did you get the design for the multiple creatures in episode 2? I don't know. If I had to assume, it must have been like After Man by Doug Dixon Dougal? Let me just look it up. Look up the book After Man by Dougal Dixon, I think that's his name actually. Yeah, they have some weird creature designs. It's like, oh, what if, you know, millions of years from now, what would animals look like? It's illustrated by this artist and paleontologist, who I think is Dougal Dixon. It's fucking great. Also, Man After Man is also really good. These creatures look like sushi with legs. Yeah, I was kind of a prawn vibe wanted to give them. Stuff like Confinement really made just by you. I mean, I have people who help. Like, I have a co-animator and the other voice actors, the musicians. I had a friend help co-write this one. There's a guy that also does some of the sound design. But yeah, it's mostly me. What else? Alright, well, I'm gonna go now. But it has been a pretty good stream. It's been pretty chill. Pretty relaxing. Even though it was just me up here talking about, I don't know, poetry and scratching my ass the whole time. But thank you, Alexis, for that crazy big donation, and everybody else for the not as crazy but still very appreciated donations. And, you know, I hope all of you end up having just a good day. I hope the only people who have a good day are the people who join the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go relax now and I don't know, maybe smoke some weed. That was a joke stream. I'm not doing anything illegal. Good night, everybody.